Hey everyone, welcome to the Anderson Bros Outdoors. I'm Jake, and today we're headed to the MCC to take this truck here and run a comp, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back. As I said, my name is Jake, and today we're headed to Kansas City, up to the MCC. Huge shout out to Ryan for hosting the comp. We're going to take the Mullet build that you see right here, and we're going to run it in a competition. It's kind of just a fun run, single 12 gate run. There was a lot of people there. There was probably between 20 and 30 people that was in the comp, I believe. I'm not sure on the exact numbers. I wasn't able to stay around to the very end, so I'm not sure where we placed in terms of score or not. But it was a great day, lots of fun. Again, huge shout out to Ryan. Thank you for letting us use your MCC. For anybody who wants to go to MCC, look him up on Facebook and ask Ryan if you can go out there. With that being said, let's jump into the footage. All right, so let's dive into this run. There's a lot of moisture on the rocks. It had just rained probably 3 to 5 hours before this. We did hit gate 1, that left gate. Unfortunately, pretty nervous at the beginning. There's a lot of people there. Had I not been as nervous, I would have hit the gate. Gate 2 was successful, so we dropped 2 points for progress. Gate 3 successful, dropped 2 points for progress. Gate 4 was tough. We only had 8 minutes to do the 10 gates. I never actually touched the gate, but he called it a gate touch, so I just went ahead and added the points. So we're up to 16 points.
Progress? I can't see it, it didn't happen. Rail out.
Cameraman getting a nice shot of my back. Huge shout out to Dalton. Thanks for recording, buddy. This spot was real slick here. It did take some finesse. And we finally get it. Again, if I wasn't so, say, nervous, it probably would have been a little easier there. Less time wasted.
20 on the board. I ran it on my other truck too. Especially on that type of buggy, you come out of this and bail out with it, right? What years? It's not coming up in the head. Five minutes to go.
This gate was a little sketchy, as you can see. It was moved because the initial gate location was not wide enough. The angle of the video makes this look really sketchy, but it wasn't nearly as bad in person.
Over here, so go down, bail out, and come up that. Right through.
This is gate 8. A lot of people struggled on this gate. I didn't think it was terrible. It could have been worse.
Yep. You good?
Sorry, sir.
Then under the bridge, as you can see, the MCC is fantastic. There's lots of obstacles. Like I said, huge shout out to Ryan. Great place to come crawl. This gate was a little more challenging, more specifically because I had a straight front axle. The straight front axle has held me up there, and then that NSDRC 650 moving the truck while I'm trying to turn. It's a pretty good servo. So
The wheel on the right side.
I did have to end up taking a reverse there. And we do end up eating the gate. Could have been worse. We only ate one. We could have ate two. That was 11. And then moving into the final gate, they actually moved this gate, so I was a little confused on which way it went. And this is gate 12. Boom. So there you have it. That was the course. That was the run. Like I said, there was a lot of participants. Huge shout out to Jerry for putting on the event. Huge shout out to Ryan for having the event at his MCC, and everyone that came and participated. It was a lot of fun. Before we call it a video, I'm just going to briefly touch on the truck because some of you may not have seen this before. So this is the truck that I did the comp with. It is a Vanquish stance originally. However, it's pretty far from being a stock Vanquish stance, so I'll do a high-level overview of what's done to the truck. There is another video on the channel going over the truck. So it started life as a stance. It no longer is a stance. It does have the upgraded carbon rails. It also has the upgraded trans gears, and then it has a straight axle on the front, which is an F10 straight, so it does have the machine diff in it. And then it has a aluminum housing on the rear with the portal axle, which makes it a mullet, or classifies it as a mullet. In order to make this happen, you do have to flip the third member here, so you do go from a high pinion to a low pinion, which is, potentially problematic, but it is what it is. We have a set of 90mm Desert Lizards in the front. We have a set of traxxas 2660s in the rear. This is about the best configuration that I've got with the truck so far. We do have metal Amazon bumpers in the front and the back. We're running a J Concepts Warlord body. I really like this body. They're really light. Durability, not so much, but it is what it is. The ESC receiver, everything is baked into the front, and it's zip tied to this front bar up here to keep the front weight bias forward, or keep the weight bias forward. I just made this fan mount because it was like 90 degrees and extremely humid on the day of this run, so I was just testing this out to see if we could keep the motor and the ESC cooler because it was getting really hot. We have a DYS 70 amp AM32 ESC with a Holmes Hobby 2000 kV revolver. Again, we have the centered gears in the trans here, and then the transfer case has the upgraded aluminum gears. We do have a winch on this truck, so I am about to release the winch mount for it. It is a Reefs Micro 99 winch. I had it laying around, so I threw it on. Moving to the back in the bed, this is a bed that I've designed and is on the website, so you feel free to go check it out. You can download it, print it out, use it yourself. It has been modified, and I think it looks really good. We have some whiskey jugs back here, and then we have a cooler for some scale effects, if you will. Other than that, it's a relatively simple build in terms of parts, but it is extremely capable. And I've spent a very large amount of time tuning and tweaking this truck to make it what it is today. One other thing is we do have some brass hubs and patties on the hubs. I'll link all of this stuff in the description below if you want to emulate or imitate the build. And then one thing I cannot go on without talking about is we did put the stubby kit in here, which allows you to run the BTA or behind the axle servo, and we are running the NSDRC 650 servo. Fantastic parts. So real quick, just wanted to go over the truck. And lastly, thank everyone for making it this far. Feel free to give the video a like. Otherwise, huge shout out to the people coming up next, and we hope you have a great day.